I, 34M, found texts that shows my wife, 33F, cheated on me. Me and my wife Melissa have been married for 8 years. We have a house, 2 cars and a dog together. No kids. Everything seemed great. That was until 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, as I'm sitting down ready to go to bed, my wife receives a text. She went to the neighbor's house to get something, so I look over to see what it says. It's from some dude named Andrew, and he texted her, "When are you coming over?" I become suspicious, because my wife never said anything about going out tonight. So I ask her and she says she's going out for drinks with some friends. I don't say anything about the texts. I eventually forget about it, until last night. She gets another text from Andrew, and this time I begin to read through their conversation. That night he asked her when she was coming over? Yeah, they ducked that night. And judging from the texts, they ducked more than once. I feel like poop right now. It seemed like our marriage was great, now this. Ironically, we have an infidelity clause she requested on our prenup because she was cheated on before. I'm beginning to look for a lawyer. I won't confront her with any of this until the lawyer sets out everything. Hell, I might not even confront her about it. Just hit her with the papers then bounce. But this is eating away at me inside. I haven't told anybody about this. I want to, but people can't keep secrets. Any advice would be appreciated. Update: so I met with the lawyer and I really like him. He's expensive, but he has a poop ton of experience. I'm going to skip the meetings with the other two and just hire him. In terms of hiring a pie, he said he normally doesn't recommend it due to the cost, but considering I have a prenup in place and she loses the house if proof of cheating is rock solid, and the fact I can afford one pretty easily, he says I should go for it. Heading home now and beginning a search for one. Update number 2, sorry forgot to update last night. Came home tired as duck. So yeah, nothing really happened last night. Came home, ate, then headed off to bed. She told me about her day at work, as I pretended to care. She didn't try to initiate romance, so that was good. I'll be going on a fishing trip with one of my buddies this weekend. I need to get my mind off of things. Still looking for a good buy too. DL, doctor, wife cheated on me. Maybe more than once. It's eating away at me inside. Hi guys, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I hope you screenshot the conversation. Oh absolutely. That's my only proof. Don't sleep with her again. If you guys have not had a dead bedroom leading up to this, then this could be difficult to do without tipping your hand and letting her know you know something is up. Just get all your plans laid now, make all the arrangements, and spring the trap on her as soon as possible. Sorry about this, man. Update: I, 34M, found texts that shows my wife, 33F, cheated on me. So this morning, as I was leaving to go fishing with my buddy, Melissa said she wanted to talk. She didn't beat around the bush, she got right to it. She said that she has been unhappy in our marriage for months and feels like it can only get worse from here. She then said that she felt like a divorce was on the horizon for us, and that it would be best for both of us. At this point I lose it. I tell her, why didn't you ask me for a divorce before you started ducking Andrew? Sorry for the caps. At this point she becomes a deer in the headlights. She stammers for a couple of seconds, then starts bawling her eyes out. She says she's sorry, that she didn't want to break my heart. Well, sorry witch, you wanted a divorce, you're going to get one. Literally minutes after she said she wanted a divorce, she contradicts herself by saying we should try to work things out, and that we should head to counseling. I tell her that she has to have all her poop out of the house by Sunday afternoon, when I return. Or else I throw your poop onto the street. I've already secured my valuables, so she can't damage anything of mine. So yeah, that's about it. She thought she could just get away with cheating and request a divorce. Nope. DL, doctor, wife wanted a divorce, told her I know about her cheating, immediately contradicts herself saying we should try to work things out. We're getting a divorce. Ironically, we have an infidelity clause she requested on our prenup because she was cheated on before. Looks like you're getting the house for sure. So I called my lawyer. Turns out I can't actually kick her out of the house. Skeptical, I texted Melissa she can stay, but also told her not to talk to me. When I told her to get out, I was speaking in the heat of the moment. Duck, yeah, dude. Good for you for not taking her poop. I hope everything works out for you in the long run. Holy poop. Infidelity clause activated. DEFCON 1. Nuclear option is only option. My, 29F, husband, 29M, is threatening to divorce me if I don't quit my job and stay at home with the baby. Should I call this bluff? My husband, fake name is Tim, and I have been together for 5 years and married for 2 years. Before I became pregnant, our relationship was great. We hardly ever fought and we were best friends. Tim works in finance and I am a welder. I am also 4 months pregnant. After I found out I was pregnant, my husband did a complete 180. We weren't planning on having a baby until we were both at least 30, but we also weren't as careful with using condoms as we could have been. Suddenly, he couldn't trust me anymore and he suspected that I was cheating on him. He never went so far as to ask for a paternity test or outright accuse me of cheating, but it was always heavily implied. Tim seemed to have mostly gotten over his insecurities about the pregnancy, but now he's saying that I should stay at home and take care of the baby instead of going back to work. I've explained to him over and over again that I will not give up my career. Tim is trying to rationalize his demand by saying that daycare will be expensive, but when I suggest that he quit his job to take care of the baby, he says it isn't a realistic option. This is BS because I earn $29/hour plus overtime and Tim earns $24/hour. When I asked him about the real reason why he doesn't want me to return to work, Tim admitted that he was concerned about my male coworkers and that he was worried I might be using my job to cheat on him. It didn't have anything to do with my job safety and everything to do with him thinking I am cheating. At this point, I am so fed up by Tim and his attitude towards me that I am willing to call his bluff. Tim says that if I go back to work, then he is going to leave because he can't trust me. I want to tell him that if he makes the demand again, to make the demand using a stack of divorce papers instead of words. I love my husband, but the way he's treating me has me so angry and hurt that I'm not sure I want to put up with him and his attitude any longer. I would still be keeping the baby, but being a single mom sounds nicer than living with a man who accuses me of cheating on him. DL, doctor, husband and I had a great marriage until I became pregnant. Now he thinks I am cheating on him and wants me to quit my job and stay at home with the baby. I am not cheating on him and I am so angry at being accused that I don't know if I want to keep fighting to save this marriage any longer. Edit. I've realized that posting this on Reddit is a sign that I am mentally over this relationship and that it's not worth fighting over. I was going to wait for Tim to come around again, but he has put me in a position where I have to defend and justify my own existence and needs as a human being. I will not justify or argue with him over this and I guess it's over. I am going to divorce him and be done with it. You have to call his bluff because other than you filing for divorce yourself, that is the only option. When a man is threatening to divorce you, you do not quit your job and source of income to live off of his source of income. You do not abandon your source of income to rely on the source of income of someone who is threatening to leave you. He's a real dumb butt because no matter how much he wants you to be a stay-at-home parent, threatening to divorce you is the absolute last way to do it, as that just makes you all the more wary of relying only on him for financial support, as you damn well should be wary of it. Don't do it. In fact, never do anything that big and serious that you don't want to do just to appease his jealous. He's got issues. Keep your job for the stability and security of yourself and your baby, because daddy's got issues. Edit. Regarding your edit, thank goodness. Good decision. Stick with it. I'm sorry you got knocked up by a nincompoop. Yeah, that's an especially dangerous situation because he's simultaneously revealing himself to be paranoid and controlling and trying to force you to become completely dependent on him. Don't give him an inch because he'll take a mile and then accuse you of sleeping with that inch.